So let's talk about creating content pages. Content pages are going to be the lifeblood of the initial instruction side, I think, of your courses. And I like to say in Canvas, we need to work through modules, put everything in through a module, but also that what we put in modules is what we want our students to see or what we want our students to do. What we want our students to see is what I'm calling the content page. So what is a content page and what do we want our students to see? Well, we want our students to see things to read so that they can learn, information, graphs, that sort of thing. It's the stuff that you download to them so that they can perform the operations that you want or know the information that you need, right? So that's basically PDFs, video files, your own typing, your own Word documents, that sort of thing. So let's go into creating a content page. And the first thing that I just said is in Canvas, always work through modules, all right? If you look over to the left, you will say, I am making a page, so I'm going to go to the Pages folder. Don't do that. Work through modules, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to go to modules very quickly. This is my modules page. Like I say, no rhyme or reason. This is a demo course, so it's not in any order or has any discipline in mind. And if you go through modules, you're able to organize content by the way you would like your students to see it. Canvas is made. Its DNA is structured to be able to work through modules. And if you don't work through modules, you don't get the best benefit of your Canvas course, okay? So work through modules. Now modules, you can call them anything you want to. I can call it week 1 work. Right now, I know we're working in specific circumstances. You can be creative with your titles. You can name them by topic, you know, chapter 1, chapter 2, week 1, week 2 work, so on and so forth. By the way, I would recommend you put dates by your modules so that your students who are coming into this brand new context are able to say, this module right here, whatever it's called, this is where I'm supposed to be for the week of March the 18th, or starting March the 23rd, sorry, right? So work through your modules. So how do we work through our modules and how do we create a content page? We do that in Canvas by going to the module that we want to work in, okay? Looking to the far right and looking for the plus sign, okay? 2 things I'll talk about while I'm over here on this far right side. In Canvas, the plus sign means make new one, okay? So if you look above this, you see I have plus module, that means a new module. Inside the module, it's plus whatever, you're gonna make new content, okay? While I'm here, let me skip over to this green check. Green means it's live. Your students can see it, in other words. The word is publish. Things must be published for students to see in Canvas. That means the course. You publish your course off the home page. When you create content, you are not published. Let me just say not necessarily published, okay? So make sure that everything is published that you're expecting your students to see. So that means the check. It's at the module level, it's at the page level, it's at the course level, okay? Back to our content. So here I'm going to go to this module and I'm going to say, I want to make content for my brand new module. I go to the plus sign, hit the plus sign. And here is what I get and what you will see. Now, bear this in mind going out because Canvas is going to look the same in a lot of ways when you're trying to do things. So in other words, if you see it once, you've seen it for every operation that's out there, all right? So here I'm going to add an item to a brand new module. I look here and look at this drop-down menu, click on it. Look at what it asks, look at what it provides for us right here, okay? First thing is an assignment, second thing is a quiz, we have file, we have page, we have a discussion, we have a text header, an external URL, and an external tool. Since we're going to do a content page, let me choose page. That means content page. And I will pick new page, go down and let's name it, I think I've already got a new page because I've been doing this. I'm going to call it a newer page. And I'm going to add it. Disclaimer, some things you're going to hear more than once, trust me. Save everything in Canvas because it's tricky. Sometimes you get stuff below the scroll. on your window, and you miss it, and it's called different things. Here, save is called add item. To me, it's just save. Anytime you create new content in Canvas, it goes to the bottom of the page, and once again, you'll see it's not published. Okay, so I'm going to go to newer page, click on it. When I make a new thing in Canvas, it is just a placeholder. Okay, so I have to go and put content in it. I go to edit, click edit, and here's my page. This is a familiar site from now on. Anytime you make something, you're going to get this site right here, and at the bottom you'll have a few different things. Okay, content page. I'm going to move quickly through this, and you stop me and ask me for specifics. But why don't I just show you how to embed a video very quickly and how to add a PowerPoint and open that document very quickly. So I'm going to do the video first of all. Go to your rich content window right here and just go ahead and click in it. And up above it, you'll see a toolbar. This toolbar gives you a lot of latitude to make things. By the way, in Canvas, I should tell you, Canvas works very well with other things. It integrates very well. So if you've already got stuff written that you want your students to see in a Word document, stuff you may print that you bring to class and hand out to them, then you can add that document already to this window, or you can cut and paste it into the window, and it keeps the format. I can say that about Canvas. I couldn't say about Blackboard. Okay, so keep that in mind as an option for yourself. Let's talk about the video. If you look at this toolbar up here, you'll see I've got YouTube. If I go to this V, and it is a V, it's adding more tools. It gives me these icons right here. What these icons do is it's a quick entry into whatever tool or whatever thing that you want from the window. If it's in this toolbar, you don't have to go to use external tool, which is what we had to do in the past for these plugins. Okay, I want to go with YouTube just because this is what we get with our YouTube icon. I make a page, I click on the YouTube icon, and it says give me a search. If you know what your video is, you punch in that YouTube number. And by the way, you notice that there was a Vimeo icon too, so you can, if you have got a Vimeo, if you're working from Vimeo, you can use that. I'm going to just do a search for online learning, and I can look for videos this way. And this is what comes up with online learning. So I'm going to say, let's pretend that I want this video. This is the one that I wanted, and you can look down and see what comes up here. I simply go to the embed, click on the embed, boom. It's very easy. So if you've got video content that you're using for your courses, if you've got it available on YouTube or Vimeo, you can simply put it up there. It becomes very effective. Now, note the other thing, save out. Make sure you save out, or this is going to be gone and you're going to have an empty page where you thought you didn't. I'm going to go to edit the page again because I'm going to show you another example of how you can put something in a page. Okay, you've got 1,000 documents out there, and you may want your students to read chapters that are in PDF form or your PowerPoints for your course or what have you. Let's put a document into your content for the module. Okay, to do that, I need to go over to the right, and on the right I see my Files tabs. The first tab I've showed you before is a link. These links work within the course. So if you're, for instance, referencing a previous document and I have it in the course, I can click on Pages and find any page that I've created in the course to link to. Files is the next tab. This includes any file in the course. Now, what's a file? A file is anything from a Word document to a PDF to a PowerPoint to a video, MP4, an MP3 podcast, etc., etc. Okay. And then I've got images. An image to me is a file. For some reason, Canvas likes its images separately. That's what it does. That's fine. I respect that. I call it a file. But we want to go to our Files tab. if we want to post something on a page. And the Files tab is going to have everything that I've uploaded into the course, okay? Now, you're not going to have what I have because I've been throwing stuff up here. So to upload a new file, you would do what?
Upload a file.
Correct, right here. Add, and there's a plus by it, adds, upload a new file. It would queue up, and then I would need to push the upload file. In other words, I need to save. So to make sure you save out. So I need to save it in the files and then save it here once I'm done. But first things first. Okay, let's pretend like I uploaded it here already. So I'm going to use one of my existing documents as an example here. And let's pretend like this is the one I uploaded. It's a PowerPoint right here, Canvas Basics. I click on it. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a hyperlink. So if you choose that to display on your page, it's simply going to be a hyperlink to that document in your course. But we can do better than this. So what I am going to do is once I make that hyperlink here on the window, I am going to, and you have to do it this way, I'm going to highlight it. Once I highlight it, I go up to my toolbar and use the chain, the link to URLs, this chain right here, third over from the second row, on the second row. Click on that, and you'll see that my link is already there because it already had my link. But the second box down says auto open the inline preview. Check that box. Then update the link. Now you'll notice nothing happened. So I once again go into my little disclaimer over and over. You have to save out every time. Save the page, right? So I save it there. Boom. That is how your PowerPoint, your Word document, your PDF is going to appear to the students if you open the online preview.